In our last lecture, successfully we are able to do the payment and all the information we are able to capture in Razorpay. But now let me just come back, hit enter, user is logged in, but whatever items we are having, those items are still present, and these data, even after making the payment, this complete payment information, this complete order, that data we are not storing inside the database. So what we will do, whatever user orders we are having, for that we are going to create the table, and for order items, for which items payment is done, how many items were included inside that payment, all that we are going to store inside the database. So we will be creating two tables, user orders and order items, so that we can display complete information of the orders to that user. Come to database. Inside this my store, I will be creating the table. Select my store database. Click on new. Table name, I will write user orders. First, I will be passing order ID. Next, I will write user ID. Next, amount due. Then invoice number, okay, which we have already generated. I will add more 6 rows. Click on go. Let me change the spelling. Next, I will write total products. Okay, in that particular order, how many products we are having. Then I will write payment ID. Next, payment mode. Okay, whether user has selected card, UPI or anything. Then order date. Next, order status, whether it is pending, completed or cancelled. Next, finally, I will be writing track status. So using this, we can check whether our order is pending or shipped or delivered. First, coming to order ID, length, I will be passing 11. I will check on this auto increment. I want this as primary key. User ID, integer, length will be 11. Then amount due, I will be selecting decimal number. Inside this, I will write 10, 2, two decimal numbers. Invoice number, I will be writing varchar. Okay, randomly, we will have both characters and numbers. I will pass the length as 255. Total product, integer, I will be writing 11. Payment ID, it will be varchar. If you see Razorpay dashboard, you can see in payment ID, we are having both characters and numbers. I will be passing 255. Then payment mode, I'm just going to pass varchar. Length, I will be passing 50. Then order date, I will write here timestamp. Then order status, I will select enum. Inside this, I'm just going to pass pending. I will write completed. And finally, I will write cancelled. I clicked on enter, so table is saved. I will just click on change, and here I will write pending and click on save. Next, coming to track status, click on this change. I will select enum data type. I will write the values pending, next shipped, next out for delivery, and finally delivered, and then click on save. Let me change the spelling. Once you have given all the details, simply click on save. So inside user orders, we are having order ID, user ID, amount, invoice number, total products. Okay, it has to be total products. Okay, why? Because we can have multiple products. Then we have payment ID, payment mode, order ID, order status and track status. Both are enum data type. Again, I will click on new. Another table, I will write order items. I will write item ID, length I will write 11 and this will be primary key. Next, I will write order ID. Okay, this order ID we have already created inside user orders. Next, I will be passing product ID. Next, I will write quantity. For each and every product, we are just going to calculate. I will add one more row. I will be passing price. Order ID 11, product ID 11, quantity 11, price. I'm just going to select decimal. I will write 10, 2. If the user is placing the order, in that order, how many items we are having, that items we are going to access and we are going to store inside this order items table. Once we have given all this information, click on save. So in total, we have created two tables, user orders and order items.